So many companies have decided to carry on working from home even after the end of the lockdown. And we know that this is not all good news. Many of my clients are struggling with issues like people missing the social contact of the office. And it may seem a minor problem, but last week I was talking to a CEO in London, and she said that her teams are having memory problems. They're struggling to remember things that happened in Zoom calls. Well, we may think that they were probably answering emails during the call, or they were stressed working from home, that's why they can't remember things. But I believe that's more than that. The human brain is configured to remember things related to the environment. Memory was developed to allow us to walk back to the cave, to remember where the source of water was in the jungle, or to know that we should not eat this kind of plant. So memory exists to help us survive in a three-dimensional, ever-changing environment. This is why we say things like, I was driving home and I had an idea, or we talked about that last time you came to my office. Our brains are always noticing what is changing around and always connecting events to the place where they happened. This is how we survived for millions of years, and our brains still work like that. The best memory trick to help you remember things is the Lockheed method, and it works by connecting places with the things you want to remember. But back to the working from home problem, everything was working fine in the office environment. A different kind of jungle, but still a 3D changing environment, still a physical reference to help our memory. But what we have now is a Zoom or whatever call, a small flat screen with little faces on it, and no 3D environment, no change of scenario. The usual references to help our memories are not there anymore. The result? Less memory retention. So if the home office is here to stay, what can we do to help our teams and ourselves to function better in this new environment? Well, until virtual 3D scenarios are available in our calls, I'll share with you now some ideas to help you and your teams to improve memory and memory retention, and perhaps reduce the level of stress as well of working from home. The key here is visual environment. So the first thing that I would recommend to use is the fake backgrounds available in most apps. Yes, I know, they look weird sometimes, but if you use a different kind of background every time you meet with your teams, you are helping them to remember what was discussed. But if you don't want to use fake background, you can turn your camera a bit to show a different angle of your room, just to make it different. Second, you can ask them to use the speaker view, the one where whoever is speaking will show big on the screen. And this will help them notice the image details and also to improve memorization. You can also change the way that you dress. If you are always showing up with the same kind of clothes, you're not helping to create the necessary variety that the brain needs to retain information. Something else you can do, you can have more than one place for your calls. So perhaps now in the spring, you can use your back garden or another room in the house. And this will help you and your team to change the environment and again improve memory. So these are my suggestions, but I'm sure that you have other ideas. So please share them here in the comments. In my next video, I will talk about how OKRs or objectives and key results can make remote work more effective. So if this is something that interests you, you may want to set an alarm for my posts. Thank you for watching.